Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Sanders,
I'm Jackie Lee.
and welcome to the uncovering of Halcyon and how this came about and was born. We just wanted to share a little bit about the story. You want to start, Jackie? This was kind of Jackie's discovery.
Helping come up with some names, and we stumbled across Halcyon. And I've always been super fascinated by Greek mythology, Egyptian, Mesopotamia, and so it kind of resonated with me with that part. And then we kind of just started diving into a little bit more of the history and its meaning and its connections.
I think we both could say that we got a kind of a thing for birds. So that was like a good start for us. And to then dive in and hear some of the mythology about Halcyon, who was the daughter of the wind, married to Sasex, who was the king of the sea. And to just like feel that connection, as I am a double air, Jackie is a double water, already kind of felt like it was like cohesive in like who we are even. The husband drowned out in sea, and Halcyon was devastated.
Yeah. And Zeus was like, I would say, like wooed by her love and devotion, and because she threw herself into the water and he brought her back.
And it's so there's this time and created them to be kingfisher birds as we know today. And there is like, with this mythology, this timing in Greece, that over kind of a 2-week period around the winter solstice, there is this like really calm spirit of the sea. They talk about it as the Halcyon days. And over this winter solstice, these birds lay their eggs around the sea, and which also just felt in correlation to Jackie and I in kind of the slower process and trying to slow down, and the yin aspect of things. I think that you could say that both of us have a tendency to be a little forceful in our will towards things, and we both have worked several years in honing in kind of a slower and more gentle versions of ourselves, resonant, as well as the patience of our own process.
You know, the kingfisher also is a free spirit displayed with tenacity. Diving into the water, they have this same force that they can dive into the water and come back out like with food. Man, I don't know. I'd gone to Hawaii for a couple months, and I learned to do body talk there. And I went to an art class that was at this donkey mill on the Big Island, and it was like a stamp class. So really like abstract. Block. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very abstract work, and I ended up drawing like the base of what our logo is. And so Brenna took that, and that's how we came up with, you know, the two-tailed bird. You know, two tails are really like one for the bird, diving down, because, you know, when you look at, you got to go in, but also it's not really about getting rid of the darkness. It's also about accepting there's two parts of you. There's shadow and light. And that's kind of also what, for me, the tails represent also, is you have to have both. So that was kind of how the logo came about, and we loved the colors of like the desert right now.
And I think also just that there is a lightness to it, and the diving just feels like we have to dive deep to sometimes then be able to come back up, you know. And I think in lots of birds and spiritual texts, it's actually about going deep within and down into ourselves and into the roots of our own soul, to then be able to rise up and really have that connection. And that felt just congruent with what I think and how I think about things. So So this is like the baseline
Video one.
of Jackie and Ashley. And we're so excited that you're here, that we're here. I
Yeah.
think like the baseline is that we're both really excited about it. So I hope that you'll follow along in this journey and
I mean, we're just happy you're here and on time.
right on time.
So.
Stay tuned for
Yeah.
more.